Show love to the meek, unlock their hidden power. Imagine this, you're at a party, and everyone's talking over each other, laughing, boasting about their latest accomplishments. But then, there's one person standing quietly by the punch bowl. They're not the life of the party, but they're the soul of it. The kind of person who listens, who notices, who quietly holds the room together with their calm presence. That's the meek, the ones who carry strength in their silence and grace in their humility. And guess what? They're the unsung heroes of this chaotic world, and they deserve your love. Let's face it, we all want to be seen as compassionate, wise, and, dare I say, the person who truly gets it. You want to be the one who lifts people up, the one others admire not just for your wit or charm, but for your heart. Deep down, you know that giving your love to someone who needs it most doesn't just make them feel valued, it makes you feel like you're living with purpose. And let's be real, there's no greater flex than being the kindest person in the room. But here's the plot twist, spotting the meek isn't always easy. They don't announce themselves with neon signs or a megaphone. They blend in, often overshadowed by the loud, attention-grabbing types. And when you're busy juggling deadlines, texts, and trying to remember if you left the stove on, it's easy to overlook them entirely. You want to show love, but where do you even start? How do you find those who might need it most, but are too humble to ask? Let me tell you about Emma. Emma was the quiet one in her office, the type who always brought extra cookies for team meetings but never took credit for her ideas. She didn't boast, didn't demand, didn't push her way to the spotlight. One day, her co-worker Sam, the self-proclaimed king of charisma, was having a rough day. Emma noticed, of course, she did, and left a little note on his desk, "Hang in there. You've got this." That note? It turned Sam's day around. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't dramatic, but it was powerful. Emma's quiet act of kindness had a ripple effect. Sam, inspired by her thoughtfulness, started being more mindful of others. Soon, their entire office culture shifted. All because one meek soul chose to spread love in her understated way. And here's the kicker, Emma wasn't just helping others. She was building something far greater, a legacy of kindness that nobody could ignore. The meek are the backbone of humanity. They're the ones who listen when nobody else does, who notice the details everyone else misses, who quietly carry the weight of the world on their unassuming shoulders. But here's the thing, they often go unnoticed. And when they're overlooked, the world loses a little bit of its magic. Giving your love to the meek isn't just a nice thing to do, it's essential. They're the ones who need encouragement, who need a reminder that their quiet strength matters. And when you show them love, you're not just lifting them up, you're lighting up the entire world. Now, picture this, a montage of meek moments. A child shyly handing over their favorite crayon to a friend who's run out. A neighbor quietly shoveling the snow from someone else's driveway at dawn. A colleague staying late to proofread a report, just so their teammate can get some rest. These are the meek, small actions, enormous impact. And here's the thing about the meek, they don't expect recognition, but they deserve it. Imagine how powerful it is to walk up to that shy co-worker or quiet friend and say, "Hey, I see you. You matter." It's like flipping a switch. Suddenly, their light shines a little brighter, and their quiet contributions become impossible to ignore. So here's your mission, start noticing the unnoticed. Look for the person who always listens but rarely speaks, the one who helps but never asks for anything in return. And then, show them love. It doesn't have to be dramatic, sometimes, a smile, a thank you, or a small gesture is all it takes to make their day. The meek might not demand attention, but they crave connection, just like everyone else. Be the one who gives it to them. Write that note, send that text, lend that ear. Show them that their quiet strength is seen, appreciated, and celebrated. Here's the truth, loving the meek doesn't just change their lives, it changes yours. Because when you learn to see the beauty in humility, in kindness, in quiet strength, you start seeing the world differently. And trust me, it's a sight worth seeing. Thank you for helping us spread love.